Day 7 of Russia's war in Ukraine. Russian forces are advancing slowly in all directions. Bombing intensifies over Kyiv. Here, 7 kilometers from Kyiv, as the rocket flies, the night was punctured by loud explosions from a nearby Ukrainian artillery battery, as well as by dimmer explosions in the distance, like now, probably by the Russian forces that are encircling the area and are only 3 miles away from here. Yet, it's relatively secure here as the Russian onslaught is aimed at Kyiv. And the noose is tightening over the capital. So for Ukrainian residents who wish to flee the battle zone, options are diminishing by the day, by the hour. The only kind of safe passage we found was via small village roads to the west of Kyiv. It's a testing and long haul. Ragtag Ukrainian militias protecting their villages, manning makeshift barricades made of tires, cut trees, sandbags, and armed with whatever comes handy: Molotov cocktails, assault rifles, hunting carabines, pointed menacingly at you. They must pass through endless controls, barrages, checkpoints. It's nerve-wracking. You go in circles as one exit is blocked after another as you try to break the siege. Fighter jets fly sometimes at low altitude, about 300 feet above head. You never know whether these are Russians or Ukrainians. Or you might encounter a female soldier at the last checkpoint to the front line, telling you ironically, death will come faster if you pass through. On the sideway, you'll see billowing smoke of explosions, but in spite of the fear, 2 more buses of people are waiting to get out of Kyiv because the fear to stay in Kyiv is much greater. And here, you'll be embraced, offered warm meals, a bed, heat, and a hot shower.
But we got here to the village. We were accepted very, with open arms. We were given, place to sleep, a place to eat, taking care of our family. Nobody checked who you were, not where you were, if you're Jewish or you're not Jewish.
It's the first transit point out of Kyiv and one rare safe passage southward to Moldova. Right now, extracting people out of the war zone, of this safer war zone, requires coordination with both the Russian and the Ukrainian military authorities on the ground, a fragile and sensitive relation of trust with both sides, and negotiating skills are needed. That's the job of Moshe Asman and his men, who behind the scene are constantly engaged in such rescue operations. Hundreds upon hundreds have been saved that way, including our colleagues from Israeli media. But for obvious safety reasons, they won't talk on camera and explain what they're doing. This is Pierre Klochendler, somewhere west of Kyiv, I-24 News.